Hey guys, Rachel from Front Porch Properties here, and in this video I'm going to share 5 ways that you can save money on your kitchen renovation. Number 1, consider if your kitchen can do with just a cosmetic refresh. If you are happy with the layout of your kitchen, in other words, the sink is in the right place, the oven is in the right place, and if the carcasses themselves are in quite good nick, then perhaps consider doing a cosmetic reno by either replacing all of your door fronts and drawer fronts, that's called refacing, or maybe even you could consider keeping your door and drawer fronts and repaint them and put new hardware on. Number 2, if your kitchen does need to be completely gutted and a new kitchen needs to go in, consider if you can do a flat pack kitchen. Believe it or not, this kitchen here is a Bunnings flat pack kitchen called the Caboodle Kitchen, and it has just come up a treat. And obviously the cost of a flat pack kitchen is much less than the cost of getting a cabinet maker to build one. So the secret to doing a flat pack kitchen is to add some little custom carpentry details to help disguise the fact that it is a flat pack kitchen. You can see in this kitchen we've done a couple of things. Mick, my chippy, and I, we built this custom DIY range hood canopy, and we also got a local joiner, Billy Goat Barn Doors, to build these barn doors going to the pantry. So all of these little custom details go a long way to disguise the fact that it is a flat pack kitchen. Number 3 is to consider your bench tops. More often than not, I put in either natural stone or engineered stone into all of our kitchen renovations. However here, because we're working to a budget, we've actually not gone down that path, and we've used a massive big slab of timber as well as some laminate over here. So just a side note, I do think it's totally acceptable to mix bench tops like this. I didn't want to use timber over here as well, because with the wooden floorboards, I thought it would just be all too heavy and a bit too much timber. So this has come up really nice, and the other thing that I really like about these bench tops is that they are 40mm thick by default. So often if you're using stone, it's more common to see 20mm stone, whereas both of these bench tops are 40mm. So you're kind of getting that more chunky look by default. Number 4 is to consider your splashback. So for here, instead of using a typical tiled splashback, we've used exterior grade VJ. So either way, we were going to need to line this wall with something, whether it's gyprock or something else. So it hasn't cost anything extra for labour to install this. The product itself is slightly more expensive than typical gyprock. However, we've then gone ahead and saved on the cost of tiles and the cost of a tiler. And just a side note, this is exterior grade VJ. Please don't use MDF VJ because that would not be suitable in a wet area. Number 5 is to reduce your cabinetry where possible. So you can see here we've actually used overhead shelves instead of cabinetry. To be honest, this was actually a design decision, not a budget decision. That's because I love the look of open shelves, because I think it creates an opportunity to bring in some warmth and some homely things to help make the kitchen feel less clinical. And you can see here we've got some things on display, some practical and beautiful things on display here. But also as a result, we've saved some money on cabinetry here. Another example is right here. You can see we've got a massive 3-meter long island. However, for the last meter of it, we have saved on the cost of another big bank of drawers and have left this open underneath. Again, this was not budget related, this was a design decision, mainly so you can be in the kitchen, cooking and entertaining, and then also take a break to sit down and mix with people. And you can also use this end of the table as another casual dining area to sit and have breakfast. So that was a design decision, but by default we've saved some cash there as well. So I hope those 5 tips were helpful. One more thing while I think of it, I've had quite a few people on my Instagram account ask about the flooring that we've used here. So this product is a Godfrey Hirst product. It's called Apollo Hardwood. I really love the product because it's got a limestone composite in it, which means it's completely waterproof. It's also a much more affordable option compared to, say, engineered timber, and it looks really great as well. So that's all for now. Bye.